everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some more Orzhov control where we use Ketramos and Caretaker's talent to be our main draw engine to keep us constantly progressing through the game while removing any threats that we currently need. Obviously we have a couple of bad matchups, but when it comes to fighting the creature decks, we don't really have a whole lot better options than what we are looking at right in front of us now, especially when the new set Caretaker drops with a lot of the new cards that are going into Caretaker talent builds. We are definitely going to be finding this card being played a lot more in the future. And what does this card do? Whenever one or more tokens you control enter, we draw a card. Very awesome ability, happens once a turn, so we do it on our turn, and then we do it on our opponent's turn using cards like Carrot Cake and Fountain Port as a land where we can make tokens on both their turn and our turn pretty consistently. And we have other token producers every turn, like Kaya Spear's Justice, where we have that +1 make a token, and we use it for a lot of other valuable things as well. And then even a Soul Search in this deck, where we can kind of look at our opponent's hand, exile an Omniscience out of it if that's what it comes down to, but also exile something important. And if it's a 1-drop like a, a Heartfire hero, we'll exile that too. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, we are really just a Caretaker's talent deck. That's a tongue twister. But we went down on Ketramos from the last time where I played 4 of these, and I'm using this as more of a 5th and 6th copy that can hit my opponent of Caretaker's talent. And that was kind of worked out a lot better today. You're going to see a game. I'm going to actually move it to the front. It was my 3rd game I played, but the game was so good. We made a lot of really good reads in it. For example, I make an attack with Ketramos that I called the fact that I called my opponent's top deck to win the game. So it was really fun. It was a great game. It was awesome. We were at 1 at one point, and our opponent was at 25 at minimum. So we get to swing it all the way back in our favor. And maybe they get it in the end, but maybe we take it home. Who really knows? But with that said, let's go ahead and game. All right. We'll keep here. We always want to start off this duress, I think. Having more information before we surveil is actually a good thing. And I will entirely miss. Interesting. Lockdown seems like a good card. Oh, is he scripting? Oh, just sign me up, dude. Like, what? All right, man. Yes. I don't know, opponent. What do we got? Well, they play a plane, so this is off the board. Exile target non permanent and opponent controls and all tokens. Sure. Why wait for them to play more of these? This is a sorcery, but this is instant speed. I guess I should just wait. Like, get more value out of my tip lockdown, but how much more value do I get off this? I'm playing it now. They can fight me about it. I don't know. That's... What a crazy draw. What a wild draw. Oh, you know, we believe. We believe in what Wizards the Gathering gives us. Oh, don't play a 1-drop. Every time, dude. We had the chance. We were the chosen one and we failed. Let's play a Surveillant. Another land probably don't need right now. Could Legions this, I guess. And they make that a bit bigger. The only problem is I can't play both of these, which is weird. This just matters too much, I think. I'll pass. Like when they make, like if they kick a Paul Patch here, like I'm going to want to have this. Or that. I don't know. Target this now. Exile target non-land permanent opponent controls and all tokens that player controls with the same name as that permanent. Okay. Nice land draw. You need to find a valuable card, and we're failing to do that right now, which sucks. I just don't know how I'm going to get out of this game. If I play this and I plus and make a token, this has trample, and I just can't beat that. This is one of the weird part where, like, Kaya's kind of a struggle card, and having 2 in the deck is weird. But I almost feel like playing Kaya and +2 her, I feel like she's going to get a lot of attention. So I'm going to opt for that.
This will be child's
Finally,
play.
a breakthrough.
I don't even know if I can keep these. You know what I mean? What token do I mint? I don't know. I'm minting them both. I just don't know what it's going to be. A Ketramos would be sick, I guess, if I can exile enough of their cards. Which we have, what, 3 right now? Yeah, we have 3 in exile. Which these also exile, so it's like a little weird. I feel... Now, could they ignore Kaya entirely? Yes. But I feel like they're just going to answer it. If they answer it, then that'll tell us to play the other Kaya. I think. Alright. Which will just keep buying us time.
Win it for me.
Maybe I should have taken the land, because that gives me this and this. That helps. Yeah, I mean, I should have taken the land, I guess. Like, how much more damage can I take before it's a problem? Let's play another Kaya, I guess.
Ooh, I like a good fight.
Plus here.
Notice I didn't say fair.
Catrimos is good,
I've got
but
a perfect vantage.
we're like... Oh, man. We're going to try that one. Catrimos is up to 4. We'll take the land, we'll Legion Seize, and then we'll ride in the thing. We're just hoping to, like, take 2 here. Uh-huh. I was really hoping to find, like, a total board wipe in general, is what I really wanted. Not taking that land last turn was definitely kind of a mistake, because I could have answered the board. And now we have to deal with these. Or nothing. Okay. Here. I think they're playing around the board wipe, though. Sure. These should exile all these, right? Okay, I thought so. But I wasn't sure. Here we go. We're trying our best. Ketramos is a card away, I guess. Because we obviously have one more exile right here. But if they want to pump these, it's also an exile situation. Uncounterable. Don't worry, I ain't countering it. They have what? A sorcery, instant sorcery, planeswalker, enchantment, instant. What card could they not take? Here's a Ketramos. Get lost is what it feels like they have. Or is this just plussing Keen Eye? Good, technically. Kill me with Keen Eye. Just because during our turn we draw a card and lose a life. So they could technically make me draw 3 and lose 3, which would be something, but then this can block, which is like what trade would you have, right? Valley Quest Caller, good card. Very good card. Exile this. Sure. Catch your 1 card away, dude. Come on. Level up our game, dude. That's not gonna do it. Empty-handed. We'll make a fish to block, I guess. Does they... So... They actually can kill us here. Technically. They know how to do it, right? I'm just curious if they know how to do it. They should. So what they do is they wait till blocks and wait till blocks are declared. And then before damage, they do the Keen Eye stuff. And then that gives it enough. Okay, they miss it. Because I believe this gets trample, right? Yeah. So it would go up to 7 and it would trample over and then this would have killed me. Because once we've hit in combat, right? Once we've gotten past that point, I can't block after that, and it doesn't really matter what I do. Okay, well, you know, if there's a way to get into this game, I think we found an avenue. A missed lethal opportunity for our opponent. I'm playing a risky game for sure. Play Surveillant. Sure. Why do you not have vigilance? So there is a weird part of they could be playing Shelter by Ghost. So this should attack, I think. I could be wrong. But like it's going to be 4 life regardless, but I lose the game if they Shelter by Ghost and take this. And then they hit me for 4 because then I don't get the block. If they have more than 1 creature, then I have to take the risk. Look at me, dude. See what I'm saying? Sometimes I cook. Sometimes I get cooked, okay? Oh. I can only make 1. Sure. I'll go to 2 and draw a card. I will try my best. What you got for me? Okay, fair enough. A big creature's trample. That's fair. Sure. I make a dude. Ooh, not good. Assess the block. No other ways around that. Wow, dude. Okay. I can't target the creature. Team? 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 Okay. We're feeling it. We're alright. Everybody relax. We actually gain more life if they attack here. I'm at a measly 1. I'll go out like a Chad. I don't even have a cave. I can't even go out with the cave. I don't even have like a brushland type land to ping myself. I think they're double checking to make sure that that's what they have to do. It is indeed is. I will make a copy of my token. All right, maybe we're cooking. Oh, make a carrot cake. I will play a carrot cake. I don't want that land at all, actually. That land sucks. I have enough to level this up and then do that as well. I do. Hey, tokens. Get large. Here we go. It's the same scenario as before, but do I attack now? I mean, I guess so, right? I think I attack. Because I have too much power. Now, if they play this, am I dead regardless? Well, then this gains 8 life. But if they shelter me by ghost me, I don't actually lose. Okay, we're fine. That was like the math I had to figure out. If they hop to it, I can block, and it's essentially 8 life because I block 4. Get through we get through another combat? Team, are we doing it? Team, are we doing this? Saddle up, brother. We got a long one on our hand. If I'm my opponent, I might be punching monitors after this game. I'm not trolling. Give me that get lost. I want to know about it now. Ooh, nice land. Okay, man. Call my bluff. It's fine. Take a treasure here. Because we can still make a fish on their turn. Or we can play another Caretaker. That'd be awesome. And then we can sack it and make another token. So now here Ketramos will attack. So we have... Don't worry about it. You ever have an indestructible creature that you get to deadly cover up the board with? Obviously, they're just going to take that. We go up to 8, which basically bridges a lot of the gaps here. And, I mean, I think we're just winning this game. I think it's over. Sure. Well, I know what I'm not surgically extracting. Huh. I see a double pump here. Up to it might be the only card that I actually take. I'm going to lose most of my board this turn, I think. Would make sense. I do also think when I deadly cover up our opponent. My turn. Oh no, I wonder what he has. They're like, wait a minute, that's a lot. Sure. I think we get rid of hop to it, or hop up, or yeah, hop to it. Definitely get rid of that. Cast, cover, 3, enough. Get rid of all those, and then we'll take this card. Okay. Wow, what a game. What a game. Alrighty, cool hand. We'll keep. Oh. Why? But I was chilling. I was relaxing. Having a good time. Player surveillance. Am I okay with this? Yeah, I guess so. We don't know our matchup, which is always the hard part. Okay, a little less okay with this. Don't really have a ton of options, I suppose. We could start off with a carrot cake, but I feel like that's just wrong. I think we want to anoint this or look to temporary lockdown if they don't really waste much time. Yeah. I guess we'll just pop this. I know Manifold Mouse is typically like the troublesome card, but I'd rather, if I do draw like a straight up removal spell, that I can just remove this and also not take any damage. I think I go Carrot Cake and play our Ghost Vacuum. Perfect. Play here. Then just end turn. They do have to give this trample, and sure, I might take like a big hit here, but I think it's worth setting up for it. Oh, if they're doing this, I feel like I'm fine. Unless, of course, they have exactly Monstrous Rage, but perfect. That's fine. I will take 4 damage. That is perfectly okay with me. And we also have pretty much confirmed that they're fully mono red. I'm just going to activate this. Get it out of the way so it stops pausing me every second of our match. Hit me for 4. I'll play here, and now we have rides in to take care of the Manifold Mouse, which we could do it right now, but I'll just wait. We just take a little look. We'll activate the Carrot Cake, kind of do whatever we need to do. Nothing I can think of in their deck will give them Vigilance. I want them to commit as much as possible. And we'll activate here on the Carrot Cake, which I'll go ahead and activate now. Most likely we're losing this creature, but fine. Is that okay? It probably hits something in their hand, right? Although we do need to find like a Caretaker's talent eventually to get value. Sure. Uh-huh. You like the Monstrous Rage? Sure. Let them commit as much as they want. And then we exile. So instead of taking 10, we leave behind a 1/1. I guess Burst Lightning. I guess we don't leave behind anything, which is okay. I don't know if our last card will hit anything, but it could. Okay, we'll tap this. I guess I'll get rid of this. And then I will go ahead and cast this, target them. Hopefully it's not a land. It is a Manifold Mouse, so we'll get rid of it. And then we'll say go. You are now in top deck mode, which is technically pretty good for them. Sure. Probably a burn spell if nothing was cast here. They have one card left. We now want to hold for a Ketramos. Here's our Caretaker's talent. We'll pass. We'll make a fish, and then we'll copy said fish. Later. I will do this now. Down to 18. Look at us go. Well, that's not a white mana, so unfortunately that sucks. But then we get to establish a Shieldred. And then activate this, copying our fish, drawing an extra card, giving it a little extra life. And then we're just going to push this game way out of reach. I know we didn't really get to use probably arguably the best card against them, but when you have kind of the tempo exile spells we have, we just want to hold this in case of at some point a Offspring Manifold Mouse happens where we can kind of absorb everything that way. And getting rid of our Ghost Vacuum is not necessarily the best thing in the world, but sure, we'll move on. Yeah, I guess. I mean, if they're a creature-based deck, I feel pretty positive that our hand's pretty good for the match. Although our white's a little restricted. I guess Temporary Lockdown's not going to be good. Scavenger is a card. Protection is possible. It's obviously tough. Oh, it's Pixie. Okay, my bad. Protection is out, typically, in this matchup. I say Arena. Hello? Oh no, wow, I'm so shocked and surprised by this play. We have to do this because we don't actually have double white here. Okay, we do have double white. I think I have to wait though. I'm gonna play Caretaker's talent. Now I'm gonna let them do this, and hopefully there's no Kaido after this turn. Hopefully it's just like play this for prowess, and then I don't know. They stub their toe on their desk. I don't know. Oh, fantastic. Great. Do they have a way to remove this? Probably. I said, do you think they have a way to remove it? Yes, they have a way to remove this card. Most likely. Yes, I'll take one to prevent the rest of the game from going out of my control. Then we pass. I don't actually have a white mana here. I don't know why these are broken. So normally Arena only makes these one color if they're not active. So like this, technically this land should be entirely black, and it's not. I don't know why it's not, but that's where we're at. Play a Caretaker. No. Take a draw. Okay, pretty cool. I think gaining 3 life and drawing on their turns actually better. And then I would like to hopefully draw a land that I know is untapped. Just Kaido. Ooh. Sure. Pop this. Not very often you get Esper Pixie just passing their turns. I mean, that's a good card. I don't know how they beat it. But I also don't know how they beat the cards in my hand, right? Like, I'd much rather just dig for that land like we want. Sweet. Awesome. So I do have the black mana for this. Do I just arrest them? Maybe take their Go for the Throat? They have Go for the Throat? What do you have? Oh, Temporary Lockdown yourself. Cool card. Do you bring it here often? I'll play a Shieldred. These two little creatures down here can't block anyway, so they might as well bonk my opponent on the noodle. Now they take 2. Their hand's pretty poor unless they draw an answer to Shieldred, which we have another Shieldred. It seems like there's no answer. We'll take 4, we'll gain 2, and then we'll gain another 2 here. So his damage gets negated by Shieldred just being on the battlefield in general. I will say, I know it sounds weird because of how, like, kind of oppressive this card was for a long time. I feel like right now Shieldred's in the perfect spot where it's, like, just strong enough that we should be playing it, but also, like, fits that weird category of, like, I'm gonna be sad to actually see this card go because I love how good it is against these aggro decks, you know? It's one of those, I guess. I could get rid of this. They could play Kaido. I don't know if I necessarily care. But I can always block because I can make a flyer here. Yeah, that's fine with me. I want to make a flyer. I'd like to draw an extra card. Temporary lockdown, sweet. I would now like to copy this flyer, so I have multiple blockers, so they can't really do anything to me. I'll hit them for 6, and then when they draw this card, they'll go to 11, and we know that their draw doesn't really save them here. Like, Kaido was definitely not enough. Kaido's good, but in the face of a Shieldred, it's a little tougher. And Blockdown could be interesting card. Kaido's always sweet. I like this card a lot, honestly. I think it's like almost, I know its abilities are really good, but it feels 1 mana too expensive to be like a standard all-star. But it's like 4 mana is probably reasonable. It just feels like too much to set up for something that's not necessarily that great most of the time. But it is what it is. But you know a 4-drop that's really good? Kaido. You know another 4-drop's really good? Shieldred the Gathering. So they go for Kaido play. That's fair. I would argue that that's fair. The only problem is you will be losing your Kaido and everything it loves.
That's it.
Why exile those? I forget what that even does, to be honest. He's in.
There's gotta be another
This in. This in. Again, this still isn't turned on, by the way. I don't understand why we're pretending like it is. I'll take 2 draws and I'll go up to 17. Go ahead. A weird, like, issue to have randomly. I don't know. But yeah, I would say I don't know what they could have, like, kind of cascaded into. Cascade is not really the word I want to sequence into, or like just find like what top decks do they get. Deadly Cover Up, maybe, if they're playing it. Like, that'd be kind of a crazy card for them to play, but that would destroy these and exile my Shieldreds, I guess. But then you still have this to deal with, and that feels pretty tough in my opinion. But sure, we'll move on. Our opponent mauls. I think we have a pretty solid hand to keep, so we will definitely latch onto this. Ready to battle. Armaskilla. What do you mean, armadillo? I'd pass on that for now. How do I beat this card? What do I do to beat this card? Oh, yeah, it makes sense. No attack. Sure. Yeah. This one? Overlord and Shelter by Ghost. Do I care about Shelter by Ghost? Like, Overlord's super annoying. The Shelter by Ghost is annoying, but we're not a deck that folds to Shelter by Ghost. Like, some decks just struggle to beat that card, and I just don't think we're one of them. Like, what do they do now? I think getting rid of that just makes more sense. I think there's a different discussion to be had if it's a 1 mana thing, so we can make a 1/1. because like that matters when we play Caretaker's talent later, and then we plus, and then we make it like a token of the copy, etc., etc. One of the reasons we don't care about Shelter by Ghost. I mean, okay, maybe I care. Maybe I care a little. Okay, take it back. It's fine. It now, to be fair, does this have trample? No. Can Shieldred beat it? Yeah. Weirdly enough, actually it can't, I guess, beat it because of its mana cost. But it does have Ward 3. We do have to remember that. So this can eventually win. We just have to slowly jump block it away. The only other card that kind of sucks is... Do I play it here? This creature gets XO until end of turn where X is its toughness. So 9. Okay. We will activate Carrick. I don't want to block this with Shieldred, but I guess it draws me, like I gain life and draw cards. I don't know. Dead draw maybe. Like I'll take a crack for 9. I'm not scared. I arguably I should do it to make them take their entire turn off, but I'm not scared. I'm fine. Honestly, it gets worse if they don't attack with it and they hold it as a blocker, because then I can't beat it. No. No. This is best case scenario. Here. And I'll Ward 3. I will pay my Ward 3. Resolve. Autopay. Where's my nowhere to run when I need it? I'm in the colors, but, you know, I'm not doing that. I don't think I'm scared of a single card right now, outside of like exile a tap creature, but I have another one. And I think we have to start chipping away at their 30-some life total. Especially considering, like... My bad. My bad, bro. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. 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 Move? Maybe? Have that protection spell? I knew you would. I knew you would. Sometimes it never matters. And now both these creatures are huge, and I'm losing. Yep. Sure. I'll hold Shieldred. I'll hold her. I think she can stay back. If you play an Ethereal Armor, I'm actually raging. This is actually perfect considering we have a second Shieldred, right? I think it might be a protection spell or a dead card. I'm unsure though. Fantastic draw. We're talking about a card that can really flush you out of literally any situation whatsoever. This is one of them that can do it. Although Calyx alone is scary. Like, he is actually like a horrifying card. Pass. This card is one of the cards that is like, how is this card not played more, you know? I don't think there's a card I have to worry about. I think they're just attacking because they're not going to let me keep my tokens held back, but it does emphasize that we can like do that, right? All right, the rest. Fantastic. I'm drawing insanely well at this point. This is one of the things where you kind of have a heater and you just have to like do it. I don't have removal for that. Sure. Huh. Yeah. Last card's a land, so they're going to draw the protection spell next turn. We know how this works. So I'm just going to play, what, a Shieldred here? Then say go. Shieldred can just block. Hey, look, I almost have their life total back under 20. I don't. Sure. Play Kaya here. Okay, we got there. Nice.
Notice
I mean,
didn't say fair.
I went from like super confident to like them playing a Calyx and having a protection spell to be like, okay, well maybe we lose. Like, my bad, you know. It's not like mono red where just a threat oftentimes isn't enough to beat you. They have to have other cards in hand. Calyx alone is enough to beat you. He is a very scary card, and that's why he's so cool. But yeah, awesome games. All right, so here we are with the deck list that we have played today. I definitely think this felt a little bit better than what the previous version did, just because I do think the Soul Search felt very nice. I think having the Duress kind of fill in for our 1-mana card that we were playing, because Exile is great, but we went down on Ketramos, as I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, Ketramos is a budget version of Caretaker's Talent, at least when it comes to standards concerns. Obviously, in modern, Ketramos is a lot different because you get Solitude, where you exile a card from your hand, it draws you a card, Solitude enters, exiles a thing. It's literally drawing you a card. It draws you 2 for, I don't know, cheating, I guess. But what we like in this deck so much is a card like Carrot Cake is allowed to be played in this format, so Caretaker's Talent gets a lot of value when it comes to it, and we saw Carrot Cake actually save us in a lot of spots. Being able to kind of make 2 tokens gain a little bit of life and kind of stall out our game plan until we get to the rest of the stuff we want was just way too good, and it felt real awesome. And I like now that not every other opponent is playing Boros Caretaker's Talent, I'm back on this card's side. I enjoy this card. It's just when every opponent's playing that Boros, like Urbrass Forge, Caretaker's Talent, I want to freak out, you know? It's just like any deck in general. When everybody's playing it, it just gets really annoying because you lose the same things over again. But now that I feel like Caretaker's Talent, to a sense, has kind of fallen off, at least in the best of 1 meta, it feels really awesome to play now, especially with a couple of new cards we're going to be getting from the new set, which is pretty sweet. Just getting to like kind of play a 4-mana spell, go grab a Caretaker's Talent, and maybe in that case a Ketramos as well, and things like that just feels really good. Card set also impressed, or just Kaya. I liked playing Kaya a lot, so I added her I went up 1 on her. I then went up on the Soul Search and down on the Deadly Cover Up, as I felt like a lot of our stuff in terms of removal was just fine enough to cover the gap until we get that Deadly Cover Up. Could you play a third one? Sure. Do I think it's slightly worse now that we're not playing 4 Ketramos? Yes. It's kind of that awkward thing where we don't necessarily have to exile a ton of their cards right away. We just want to use Ketramos as our 5th and 6th copy of Caretaker's Talent when it's not in play, of course. Or just be a solid blocker like we had it in the 1 game, or attack and whatever with this card as well. So going into the new set, I do think a version of Caretaker's Talent is going to be incredibly viable, as I've seen quite a few lists kind of revolved around this, especially with the new Elspeth Planeswalker as well, where Caretaker's Talent and tokens are going to get doubled. I do think this card's going to go up in popularity a lot, especially early, until, you know, we lose to Manifold Mouse. But with that said, we're going to move on. We're going to keep it moving. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.